of you are probably familiar with the atomic structure. So this would be the negative electrons, the positive protons, and then the yellow represents the neutrons, the neutral charge. And the net charge should be 0 on an atom. But when an atom gains a positive charge, it gains that positive charge by actually losing an electron. So because it's lost an electron, it has a net positive charge, and that atom with a net positive charge is known as a free radical. A free radical is nothing more than an atom that has lost its neutral charge. It's lost its neutrality. And therefore, because it has a net positive charge, it is looking to pull a negative electron from a surrounding atom in order to stabilize itself. And that results in what we commonly know as the rusting process, also known as oxidative injury or the reduction reaction. So oxidative injury or the reduction reaction is nothing more than the rusting process. When you take an apple and you cut it in half and it turns brown within a few minutes, that is free radical damage. That is the rusting process. That is oxidative injury that's taking place. Now here's a normal atom, and here is an atom that has lost its neutral charge and now is a net positive charge and is defined as a free radical. This is what a cell membrane would normally look like. This is a lipid bilayer, and what you are seeing here is a normal, stable, non-injured cell membrane. And then when we look at what free radicals will do, they will actually cause this lipid membrane to get chopped up, almost like a lawnmower blade would chop it up, and this is known as lipid peroxidation, which is a form of free radical injury or oxidative stress. Now this particular mechanism that you're looking at will result in things such as heart disease, for instance. The endothelial wall lining of a vessel wall, when it's exposed to this type of a damage, no matter what it's caused from, it's going to result in this type of an injury. But what can cause this type of injury? These would be the 7 toxicities that we're going to talk about. So cancer, for instance, heart disease, for instance, a neurodegenerative disease, stroke, diabetes, arthritis. The mechanism of injury is actually this. The cause of that mechanism may be various things, and those are really the toxicities we're going to talk about, but they all result in the same pathology, the same damage that you're seeing right here in this slide. And what an antioxidant treatment, in this particular case we're talking about ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, it helps to stabilize those molecules that are acting as free radicals in order to neutralize those atoms and keep them from wanting to pull an electron from the surrounding atom. When you look at this particular slide, the result of this damage is that there's these molecules in there have a net positive charge, and they're trying to stabilize themselves. They're trying to neutralize themselves. So what they're doing is they're going through and trying to do their best to pull electrons from surrounding atoms in order to stabilize themselves. By doing that, it causes a chain reaction, and the chain reaction continues to cause further damage, and it becomes basically uncontrolled. This pathology that I'm trying to explain is easily discernible when you see a banana that's peeled and left exposed to air for a few minutes and it starts turning brown. That's actually what's happening to our systems all the time. And our system actually has the ability to make its own antioxidants to protect itself. But when the load, the oxidative stress, when the free radical burden in our system, when the toxicities in our system exceed a certain point, the body can no longer create its own antioxidants, or the body's ability to make the sufficient antioxidants that are necessary in order to reduce or alleviate the stress being caused by this oxidative injury is no longer there. And so we have to then give the body additional antioxidants, give the body additional buffering protective substances that will help to reduce those